Hi, this is Cami back with another episode of Fun with Google A to Z. This time we are talking about J is for Jigsaw, which is quite a serious topic this time. And Jigsaw is jigsaw.google.com, and their goal is a safer internet, which leads to a safer world. So this is Jigsaw. You can see their tagline right there. Pretty simple site. What it looks at are two basic things. It looks at different ways that technology is being used to address some of the issues that are happening in the world and make internet and thus the world a safer place. And then it also provides lots of information to inform us on how to deal with these issues. What are those issues, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're going to click on the Issues tab, and we'll see right here a list of the things that they're focusing on: disinformation, toxicity, censorship, violent extremism. If we click on any one of these on the plus sign here, we get a drop down and we can see some of the experiments and products that Google and its partners, often at experiments.google.com, are creating and working on to deal with this type of internet safety issues. The tab that really excites me is the far right, the current. And so when we take a look here, we can see that it is a visually engaging online magazine. So I'm going to click on the Jump to Issue button, and we can see that there are a number of them. Let's take a look at the disinformation issue to start off with. This was their first one, and so it focuses on a tool that they have. You'll notice as I scroll here, my mouse changes to a highlighter. If I highlight this, you can see there's a little pop-up right above here. I'm going to click on that arrow, and it has put my highlighted information on the pop-up, and then I can tell them whether I agree, disagree, or I want to know more. I always want to be careful. Well, geez, where does that go? So I'm going to click up on that information, the question mark up there, and so it tells us about highlighting. It lets the Jigsaw team know what we're really interested in. It also goes and provides a privacy piece. If we send information through this little feedback loop, what happens? So it's always great to know that. There are a couple different categories. There's always the problem, countermeasures, and new perspectives. And so as we go through these, we can take deeper dives into certain items. Depending on the issue, there are many different interactive manipulatives. You can see here, there's lots of visuals with pop-ups. It's very visually engaging. Some of them also have data. So we can see up here, there's a data visualizer. Some of the issues don't have data visualizers. I'm going to enter. It gives us some background information about the research. Research is certainly an important part of this site. And so we can see lots of items here, definitions, again, quite visually pleasing, places that we can look for more. Let's jump into another issue. Let's go into the next one, violent extremism. Of course, this is a very controversial topic. You'll notice that there are lots of research indicators or works cited. So if I click on any of these, I get references. In more recent versions, instead of that scrolling all the way to the bottom of the page, they've put it in a nice side panel. As a result of Jigsaw's work, they have also published something that's great for students that are a little bit older and adults alike. There's the phishing quiz.withgoogle.com. You may have used this in your classes. So when you take the quiz, even here, it asks you to use a made-up name and email, protecting privacy, all of those things. And then as you go in there, it tests your knowledge about various pieces of news to see if you can identify phishing. So lots of great work that's coming out of jigsaw.google.com to make the internet a safer place.